Part 3 of 6. McCormick spends a lot of time on YouTube threatening me and showing off his barbaric persona. I provoked his actions because I dared file a complaint against him. He vented his anger and resentment by telling viewers that I might kill. Horrific, outrageous abuse of my civil rights, sir. This repulsive little man scared family and friends and made my life a living hell. He is on YouTube 24/7 and according to him has not only the blessing but the encouragement from his boss. Whether he is lying or not is irrelevant. It's a total outrage for any police officer to make these statements and use such verbiage to threaten my life, no matter where he plasters his nonsense. The public has a right to accountability from this monster. Employing such an uneducated man, how is it possible no one saw the liability, especially since I was told that he is a well-known HICK bully? How many innocent lives has he destroyed, Chief? He made despicable, degrading, and explicit threats, followed by "the police never forgives or forgets," among other obscene sexual threats last year with the same syntax. Supporters managed to have the account suspended and closed. I can only imagine the American public will be thrilled when he reveals himself. McCormick got a huge ego boost on YouTube that he could never obtain in real life, sir, especially with comments like these. I have much empathy for a dumb person, but McCormick isn't all there, Chief. We're talking about a clodhopper with a gun, for heaven's sake. The world community just found out what happens when someone files a complaint against a tyrant cop, who then goes berserk and tells viewers about my enemies in law enforcement circles. Lying and trying to intimidate to make him feel better about his pathetic existence are McCormick's only discernible talents. No wonder he also lied about my behavior, which is always professional. He posted on YouTube that because of my bizarre behavior, he asked whether I was on medication. But his supervisor told a very different story. He said McCormick was stunned that I filed such a lengthy complaint and told him he only asked about the medication to get everyone to laugh. Let's recap. McCormick asking a supposed legitimate query requiring a serious answer so he could better ascertain the situation and the environment he was working in. This begs the question of levity. Why would he throw out a comical gesture, sir? He also gave me a lengthy, and I can't emphasize enough, thoroughly dumb lecture. The pitiful-looking little man can string one coherent sentence together, but wishes to be a stand-up comic and practices while on duty as a police officer? As Smirnoff said, what a country! Please realize that English is not my first language, and the only language McCormick speaks is abuse. The sensation of being lectured by such a stupid man who badly mispronounces words, distorts grammar, spiked with absolute nonsense, all wasted taxpayer money and time, as he made no sense other than feeding his oversized ego, is difficult to describe. He also was very nervous and constantly touched his gun. I don't know whether he wanted to be sure the gun was still there, or did he try to cause a reason to use it? This tense and extremely stressful situation could have easily escalated into a volatile circumstance had I not been professional and stayed calm. Although Napoleon continued trying to show off, I didn't give him that chance. But the only way I could manage with this yammering nonsense was because I knew I was going to file a complaint. Little did I know the coward would threaten my life by asking the public to go after me. Is that what officers are told to do by the Dallas Police Department? This short maniac is apparently fascinated by faces. Let's see how the court of public opinion rates him. Chief Kunkle, how in the world can McCormick represent the Metropolitan Dallas Police? Who gives this hillbilly the right to publicly state that my bank account balance is there for the world to see and that I should leave Dallas? Aside from that, McCormick had someone hack into my bank account. No way is he smart enough to do this himself. This only touches the surface, sir. McCormick is also an accomplice to hackers. My bank assured me that there was no court-ordered inquiry, but McCormick said otherwise. I knew they were hacking and preventing me from uploading videos from my main YouTube account, so I deliberately had easy passwords, created many other accounts, and pretended to be oblivious to it all in order to gather information. I sent inconsonant personal messages to see where they would land, who would broadcast, and found Jason Rutberg was the person who hacked into my server, as I could find comments I sent out as a personal message on Wade's channel. McCormick's buddy Rutberg, another USA 180 felon, has all of the software equipment plus the dynamic IP addressing necessary to hack into any server in any country. He not only hacked into my accounts and emails, but into his ex-wife's parents' ISP in a small British Columbia town in Canada, disabling their server. He threatened the life of his ex-wife that she had to hire a bodyguard and performed exorcism on his children, terrorizing the entire family. I only hope that you're ready, willing, and able to blow their crime ring wide open, sir. The ex-Mrs. Rutberg was prohibited by a judge to go public with his crimes. As shocking as this sounds, sir, Rutberg, a felon living in Plano, has free reign and is well protected by retired law enforcement. The rest is not difficult to decipher and is happening right here in Dallas, under your nose, sir. After McCormick had the audacity to say management is aware I am being evicted, he asked YouTube viewers to contact management. I checked with management. They were shocked and appalled that a police officer retains his job even though he lies and makes such outrageous public claims. McCormick not only tells viewers where I live and where to obtain my personal information, but that they should visit me, Chief. Please tell me what you think about his death threats, sir. Hardly a tacit invite. McCormick's extreme misconduct violating my civil liberties. That man has no business being a police officer, Chief Kunkle. Is the Dallas police really proud of this man's accomplishments? He even boasted a confidential pager number. Is that what the police is instructed and get paid for, sir? I respectfully request an answer for the deplorable behavior from this police officer, please. I already gave foreign media all of my information because I do not trust the situation should anything happen to me as a consequence of this expose. McCormick advises two older ladies who host a several-minute show a few times per week. The ladies openly support the fraudsters, even though they've been made aware by many individuals that USA 180 is an illegal organization. And again, McCormick is posting as another person. I never attacked anyone in my life, but I am known to be capable of defending myself. Chief Kunkle, sir, McCormick is immensely disturbed, and it's a repugnant thought that he is not a novice. He clearly has violated rights in the past, and what's worse, he will continue, if allowed, to render judgments on innocent American lives in the future. According to this stupid man, most of YouTube viewers would be labeled psychopaths and should be arrested and have their mental faculties evaluated, since I read some pretty weird comments. Or is it only those who file complaints against a police officer that are deemed mentally unstable, sir? Here we have a cop from whom I was told by the Internal Affairs Department that he is a hick and a bully, and he tells the world that it is me, that I am the one with mental issues. This weirdo had everyone convinced he is in a position to order my phone tapped. A dumb, short man with a complex because of his height, hence a need to show off. And did he ever garner leverage against me when his friends found out he is a police officer? Now all the criminals and nutcracker USA 180 followers had every confidence to believe they can seriously harm me, as they were publicly assured the backing of a demented Dallas cop who terrorized me and scared my family and friends, Chief Kunkle. It has long been evident who is in need of a psychiatric evaluation, sir.